It's April 28th, and today in Philippine history, Aurora Aragon Quezon, the country's second First Lady, died in 1949 in Bungabo, Nueva Ecija. Aurora was born in 1888 to Pedro Aragon and Zenaida Molina in Baler, the capital of Nueva Ecija at the time. During the revolution, her father Pedro was suspected of being a katipunero and imprisoned. He would die in captivity. When her father was imprisoned, they stayed with her mother's sister, Maria Dolores Molina, the mother of her first cousin, Manuel Luis Quezon. She lived under the same roof as her future husband. Aurora enrolled at the Philippine Normal College in Manila, but had to stop her studies after 2 years due to her poor health. In 1907, her future husband, Manuel Luis Quezon, was elected to the Philippine Assembly. He was associated with many women and was engaged to be married several times, but had to break up with them because his political party disagreed. This frequent meddling is perhaps why in December 1918, Manuel married Aurora in civil rights in Hong Kong without fanfare. He was the Senate president and she did not even have a white wedding dress. The couple had 4 children, baby Nini, Luisa, and Nonong. Luisa died in infancy. The Quezons were the first to reside in Malacanang Palace when Manuel was elected president in 1935. She was an active first lady involved in the suffrage movement and philanthropy. She was also part of the Girl Scouts of the Philippines and the orphanage Asociación de Damas Filipinas. Here's something not a lot of people know. Aurora was involved in show business. Her poem was set to music for the film Sawing Gantimpala in 1940, and she was the co-writer of the movie Prinsipeng Hindi Tumatawa in 1946. Both films were produced by LVN and directed by Manuel Conde. When the war broke out, the Americans herded Aurora and her family to Corregidor and later to the United States. They could not risk the president of the Philippines falling into the hands of the Japanese invaders. Her husband managed the Philippine government in exile while nursing tuberculosis, which caused his death in 1944. Aurora and her children moved to California temporarily to await their return to the Philippines. Upon her return to the country, Aurora rejected the offer for a 1,000 peso monthly government pension and the slot in the Liberal Party senatorial slate for the 1946 elections. Instead, she used her influence to help the Philippine National Red Cross and the Philippine Tuberculosis Society. She was involved in post-war efforts such as rebuilding the Antipolo Church. She received honorary doctorates from the University of Santo Tomas and the University of Michigan at Ann Arbor. She received awards from the Ateneo de Manila University and the Vatican. On April 28, 1949, Aurora traveled to Baler to open the Quezon Memorial Hospital. Their convoy was ambushed in Bungabo, Nueva Ecija. Doña Aurora, her daughter Baby, then a law student at the University of Santo Tomas, her son-in-law Philip Buencamino, the husband of her daughter Nini, and Quezon City Mayor Ponciano Bernardo perished. While no Philippine president has ever been assassinated, Aurora Quezon is one of 3 presidential spouses killed by firearms. The other 2 were Alicia Siquia Quirino and Senator Benigno Aquino Jr. In 1951, President Quirino created the Aurora Sub-Province, which became a full province in 1979. In 1963, the road connecting Manila and Quezon City was renamed Aurora Boulevard. An indigenous orchid, the Musaendra philippica, is called Doña Aurora. These are a few of the many ways the country honored her. Aurora Quezon wasn't just an echo of her husband's legacy. She was not a backup dancer. She had her own thing going on. She championed the people's causes with fierce grace and compassion, securing her place as one of the country's most beloved first ladies. O, diba?
Meow meow.